What's going on, guys? Welcome to another edition of the Narik Chase channel. I'm your boy Narik Chase, and in this video I'm going to be giving you my top 10 favorite trailers, games, impressions from the 2021 Sony PlayStation showcase. Coming in at number 10 is Tachiya. And it looks like it's going to be this Hawaiian Caribbean inspired video game where we're going to be following this little girl's adventure. In the trailer, you end up seeing her playing this instrument, but then it opens up to just show just a beautifully crafted game. It looks great. The colors, the lighting, it just looks like a beautiful island, a beautiful setting, and I can't wait to see what the exploration is. It looks like it's going to be open world. The most significant thing that you see in the trailer, her ability to jump into animals, control animals, and jump into this bird. I'm not sure if it's her completely jumping into it or she's controlling it, but I believe she actually inhabits or possesses. You see her do this to a bird and she ends up flying around the island, which was really cool. And then there's another sequence where you actually see her jump into a dog. She run around as a dog. You see her control a turtle too underwater. There is an open world aspect, and it seems like it's going to be very vast. And the story, although not much revealed to it, they do show some pretty cool elements of it. So Tachiya is going to be released next year for the PS4 and the PS5. Coming in at number 9 is Rainbow Six Extraction. I haven't played any of the Rainbow Six games outside of Rainbow Six Vegas. I do have the second one, I just haven't played it yet. And Extraction seems like this is going to be going in a very different direction. I don't know if these are aliens or interdimensional beings, or if it's just some kind of virus that's infecting people and turning them into broke-ass versions of the Flood. Whether this is going to be a good thing or a bad thing is going to depend on not only the story, but the gameplay. We saw how this went for, what was it, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Saints Row did the 4 and got out of hell, and it just completely just knocked that series off the damn rails. The thing about Rainbow Six is teamwork within the trailer. It seems like it still has that good focus on teamwork. Like I said, I'm really interested to see what they're going to do with this whole alien, whatever this is, concept. I remember a few months ago I seen gameplay in the trailer for it, and I was like, okay, it seems like it's going to be pretty cool. It's Rainbow Six, and Rainbow Six so far has provided some pretty good games. It looks like it's going to be on all systems, and it's going to be coming out at the beginning of the year. Coming in at number 8. Look, I don't know shit about Vampire the Masquerade, and honestly, Blood Hunt looks like it's going to be pretty interesting. Now, I haven't played really too many good vampire games, so I'm hoping that the mechanics of being a vampire are actually going to be pretty prominent, which this trailer actually shows different races of vampires, different abilities and stuff, and I think that's actually going to be something that's going to be pulling people into it, not only to the main core game, but also to add the replayability of it. And I like the fact that there are different races. I just hope that those different races play different parts towards replayability. I wouldn't mind playing this game several times as several different races if the story changed depending on each race. So that's another interesting thing that I'm seeing. Visually, I think it looks pretty good. It's got a pretty nice dark atmosphere to it. I don't know too much about Vampire the Masquerade. I know it is about the political, social, economic, basically the whole culture and society of several factions of vampires and how they interact with each other as well as with humans, and just really the drama and all the political maneuvering and things like that, and also the character creation. And I hope that the character creation does feed into the actual main story. Apparently it's already out. But I am interested in seeing it. That's the point of this top 10 list. Coming in at number 7 is Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, I am a fan of the 2 films that the MCU has produced. I got the Telltale game, really enjoyed that. I need to actually beat it. It's a good thrill ride seeing these characters, enjoying these characters, getting to know these characters in this game and from the films. So far, the trailer itself looks really good. We're going to be taking control of Peter Quill, who's basically the de facto leader of the Guardians of the Galaxy, as they run across the galaxy on all of these crazy adventures. I like when you have to deal with cults and stuff like that. I think it's pretty cool. Interested to see if they're going to have any other characters from the Marvel Universe actually come into this. Now, there's this talking planet or wherever it is, don't know who the hell this is. There's this new cat that's apparently the leader of the Universal Church of Truth. Don't know who the hell that is. Don't even know if that's an original Marvel character. But I am interested to see are other characters going to pop up, like the Silver Surfer, or any of the other original characters to the Guardians of the Galaxy, or any of the other characters from Marvel. Are they any of those people going to show up? So I'm interested to see that. Unfortunately, you can only play as Peter Quill. I did like the visuals. I thought the voice performances were pretty cool as well. Space travel is something I'm looking forward to seeing if they're going to allow players to do as well. I'm interested in see about the dialogue, because one thing I like about Guardians of the Galaxy, between the movies as well as the Telltale game, was just a bit of the dialogue. I want to see the camaraderie between these group of characters. The combat actually does look pretty good. I'm looking to see how we're going to go with the open world aspect. Now, they did say this is going to be an open world game. And of course, it's in space and everything. So I'm interested to see how they're going to do this, because, you know, usually games like this with big open sections of space don't tend to focus on the right aspects of that a game should. They focus on the exploration aspects of just space itself, but when it comes to certain areas, like if we go to a big city or something, the city doesn't feel lively. If we go to a certain planet, if we go to planets and stuff, they don't feel lively. So I'm interested to see how they're going to do this. And I'm interested too, are they going to have like team attacks? Are you able to pick who you want to come with you, or do they all come with you? Interesting idea, but like I said, I'm interested in the Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. So there, bam. Coming in at number 6 is Forspoken. Now, I didn't think I would actually like this, but as the trailer continued on, it looked like it's just going to be a bomb. And I'm sitting here listening to this, and I'm like, is that the woman from Batwoman? You know, that god-awful show that for some reason is still being aired? But just the open world. It just looks so beautiful. It looks so massive. It looks so immersive. And just seeing this character just travel and maneuver through it just makes for just an awesome experience. See, I like games that do that. I think games that do that are just freaking awesome. If you can make me an open world game that's just I mean, Horizon Zero Dawn, open world, just absolutely beautiful and enchanting. Ghost of Tsushima, just a beautiful open world game, just enchanting. And it looks like this game is going to go in that direction as well. I'm interested in the villain, because I like the last shot of it where this girl is like, okay, I'm gonna go take down the villain. As you know, the villain just starts kicking her ass. So I'm interested to see what they're gonna go with that. She's got this weird like bangle wrist thing on that could talk to her, and it allows her to do the magical ability. So I'm interested to see how that's gonna play out as well, not only towards the gameplay but also in the story. So Forspoken is going to be coming out next year for the PS5 and the PC. Coming in at number 5 is Project Eve Shift Up. Now, normally I don't like games like this. They're these really like these Japanese beat 'em ups or anything. I feel like they're just way too damn chaotic, to the point that it's just which is why sometimes I have an issue playing Metal Gear Rising, because it seems so freaking chaotic. But this trailer actually got me a bit interested. I think visually, not only is it cinematic in its approach, but it just has a really unique look to it. It's beautiful. Overall design of not only the enemies but the main character herself just looks absolutely beautiful, and just shows just how far we've come when it comes to video games and graphics and visuals and things like that. It just looks really, really good. Again, the gameplay just looks like it's fucking crazy. It looks over the top. It looks insane. The monster designs look very diverse, and they look crazy. I mean, you got one thing look like a damn saw for a head, or buzzsaw for a head, or whatever the hell that is. Interesting. And even initially how it starts off with this woman getting thrown out this appearance, it looked like a damn spaceship, and there's this giant freaking monster on it, and it just looks really, really cool. So love the music. That rock and roll, that hard rock, whatever the song that was just awesome. It definitely brought edge. You know, it doesn't look like it's linear. Just hope that the open world aspect is good, you know, and also the story as well. So outside of those two concerns, Project Eve Shift Up does look like something that I'd be interested in playing. Coming in at number 4, Knights of the Old Republic remake. Now, we don't see nothing in this trailer that's going to be impressive. All you see is Revan slowly come out the silhouette of darkness and light up his lightsaber with a voiceover from Bastila. It looks pretty cool, you know. It doesn't really show gameplay, doesn't show anything in the story, but if people that have played Knights of the Old Republic, I honestly just started playing the original one, and so far I've actually liked it. I think it's really good. I think it has a really good deep system. I think it has a deep story. I think it has a unique combat system. I think it's just different and it's good, and I've enjoyed it so far. And I'm just putting a little bit more time into it because I do want to beat it. It actually seems like a really fun game. I've recently did a Streamline podcast talking about my thoughts for the Knights of the Old Republic concerning the woke factor that's going to be pushing it. So if you want to hear my thoughts on that, go look at that video on the Streamline podcast and the individual video that I put out as well. This is going to be coming out for the PS5, so it's going to be quite a while before I get a chance to play this, and it gets plenty of time for me to play the first two. So cool, I'm interested in seeing it, where they're going to go with it. Coming in at number 3 is Ghostwire. Now I've seen Ghostwire Tokyo. Now I've seen this game before, earlier I believe this year when they had the PlayStation showcase earlier with Xbox and Nintendo and everything. And I have to say, I was impressed then. I thought it was an interesting idea. It looked like an open world game where you were fighting ghosts in Tokyo setting and and the ghosts actually looked really, really cool. They looked very diverse. They looked weird, they were frightening. It just seems like it was a good concept, and then a bit more of that was revealed more in this gameplay. So you see a bit more of the really, really cool ghosts, really, really cool abilities, how the setup of all this seemed to be going on. It shows a bit more into the actual story, you know, how this guy come up with these abilities, where the fuck these ghosts come from, where the hell everybody go. I'm interested and seeing where they're going to go with this. The story and open world and gameplay, or what I'm looking at in this game so far, like I said, so far the gameplay does look pretty cool. The setup at least looks really, 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 really interesting. So Ghostwire Tokyo is going to be coming out next year. We're going to see what they're going to go with that. Coming in at number 2 is SpiderMan 2, which is set to come out this year, I think. Later on this year, or maybe early next year, I'm not sure. It's going to be coming out within like a year. So this is my thoughts about the Spider-Man 2. Do you show the gameplay? Hell no. And you ought to be flogged for that. We want to see gameplay. It looks cool, but we should have seen some gameplay. This is one of the ones I'm like, yeah, we need gameplay. Apparently, it looks like you might be playing as Peter and Miles. I'm not sure. Can't really tell because of the trailer, but the way that the trailer portrays them, it looks like you would possibly get to switch between these two characters. Now, whether that be in a linear fashion throughout the story or whenever you want to, I think that'd be pretty cool. I was talking to my wife the other day, and I was like, why in the hell do we have a Spider-Man game with 2 Spider-Men in it, but you can't play but as one? It's like, there's no fucking reason at this point the next Spider-Man game shouldn't be play as multiple Spider-Man characters. And that does not make any sense why that's not a thing. So hopefully this game actually corrects that mistake. Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions has a bunch of different Spider-Man. You play as those different Spider-Man in different time periods. But why not play as them all in one thing? You know, it makes sense. Really, the biggest standout, of course, is going to be Venom. You see Venom in the trailer, just a little bit is shot of. So it kind of opens up to what potentially the story will be. I'm not saying that the story is going to be the Web of Shadows or anything, but it'd be nice to see this new incarnation of Venom. The first game leaves off with all these villains popping up at the end and everything. Is that still going to lead into this? How is Venom going to show up? Is this just going to be like original take on the character? You know, Spider-Man in the game has Venom, and then he gets rid of Venom, and then Venom becomes his own thing. Like, it's going to go that way, or is it going to be somebody created Venom? Are you going to play as Venom? Marvel Spider-Man that came out in 2018 is actually a really good game, and I'm hoping that they can follow it up with an even better game in Spider-Man 2. And coming in at number 1, of course, God of War Ragnarok. Now, I have God of War for the PS4. I haven't played it, but I watched my wife play it and she enjoyed it. It is a beautiful looking game. The voice performances are just fucking awesome. It's visually stunning. It's cinematic in its presentation. The combat is fucking badass. The story is just awesome. And I haven't played the original ones, even though I got those 2, and I need to play those before I get on this one. So it comes out next year anyway, so I got plenty of time to play these games and get caught up on it. But this game just looks freaking beautiful. The voice performances are just great. The combat looks freaking awesome. The story looks like it's just evolving, and it looks like it's deep and it's rich. And we get to see Kratos' son, older, and yeah, like I said, the dynamic between these two is that like the focal point of the first game, and I hope that it's going to be the focal point of this game as well. Now, I did see a picture of Thor, and I wonder if that's actually the way Thor looks in this game. And if it is, it's going to be an original take. It's going to be coming out next year, and it's going to be developed by Santa Monica Studio. And if I got that wrong, sorry. Those are my top 10 video games from the PlayStation Showcase that I'm interested in. Guys, in the comment section below, let me know what are your top 10. Did you like any of the ones that I picked? Of course, it's going to be probably Spider-Man and God of War. Also, be sure to hit that like, share, subscribe, and that notification button to get the best of what we got going on this channel. Guys, remember, we do have videos that go up every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We do have paid requests. We have PayPal in the description section below. Anyways, thank you guys. We'll catch you guys later.